All right, today I want to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to talk about bottle openers, breachers, knuckles, knucks. Whatever you call these sort of things. Okay. So the one we're going to primarily talk about today is this one from Sharknivco. And it's a bottle opener, and you can stick it on your keychain and all that. It's pretty cool. But I brought out a couple different examples. Plus, I brought out my Sharknivco Ryu because I wanted to talk about Edison and the company a little bit as well. All right, so I'm going to just put this off to the side. They did, when they sent me the bottle opener, they sent me a patch, some stickers that are over there on the side, and my Shark Tank coin. I'm number 12. So they are, Mariella, I believe is how you pronounce his wife's name. She is super active on the Facebook group, Sharknivco official Facebook group, maybe. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I'll try to put a link down below. They are two of the most active knife maker couples that I've seen in a long time. Now, I know that there are other makers. Medford has a bunch of Facebook groups that they are technically not involved with at all, but that's a different story. And they're pretty active. Greg Medford is always on YouTube, and he has a podcast, and Amy's always doing videos of knives that are going out to dealers and things like that. But as far as, engaging with and bantering back and forth with customers, I think really Edison and Mariella are doing some of the best work out there. There's a lot of times where I post stuff on Instagram and Facebook that's not even a Sharknivco knife. It could be the VC Edge interface. It could be a Hellraiser. It could be something. And because Mariella and I are friends on Facebook and we're in a bunch of the same groups, she's constantly liking and commenting on my posts, even when it's not me posting about her husband's knife. So I think that's super, super cool. All right, so we came to talk about this. These just came out. I don't even know if they're on their website. I don't even know how you get them yet. Mariella reached out to me and said, hey, we were giving away a couple of these. We wanted you to have one to do a review on and all that. So they sent it out to me. I said, yeah, I'd love to. You guys are awesome. So they did. You can put it on your keychain, and it doesn't make it that big. So you could absolutely put it on your keychain and use it like a bottle opener. Okay. I know it's not 5 o'clock yet, but there you go. You can have it with your keys, and you can pull it out and open your bottle of whatever this is. Okay. I don't drink. People come to parties or events at my house, and that's probably been in the fridge for like a year and a half. So probably no good anymore. I don't know how that all works. So, but you could put this on your keychain, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to use it like a knuck, if you will, with your keys on it. Okay. So I'm going to pull it off of the keychain right now. But as far as just a cool bottle opener on your keys, I think it's kind of cool. So here you go. You can use these to get into a fight if you so chose. This is out of G10 and some resin, kind of donut sprinkle shape motif. When I saw these online, somebody had these, years ago. I have a pen that matches it, that zombie apocalypse, toxic green and blood splatter. I thought it was cool, so I had to have one. Now, I live in California. I carry what I want, okay? We're not allowed to carry an automatic knife. I carry this, not a lot, but I do carry that. I have a couple other automatic knives. I carry them. I don't really care. I've carried this. I need to send it back to Peter at a Therapeutic Edge, but I've carried it. I don't care. These, That's up to you guys. Okay. I am more likely to carry this one because it's super lightweight. It's relatively small. I would only use it as a bottle opener. I would not personally get in a fight with one of these and use that, because then you're big time trouble. Check your local laws, all that good stuff, right? But I probably wouldn't get into a fight with an automatic knife either, because again, in the aftermath, you're hosed. So let's talk about this and zoom in a little bit. It's a piece of titanium and carbon fiber across the top. It does have some screws here, which potentially, and I don't know what the whole plan is a very new product for them. Maybe they're going to sell different covers, if you will. I don't know if that's I guess it's a cover. Maybe they'll have some options there, so you could pick and choose different colors and you could swap them maybe. I think it's a cool little gadget. It weighs in at just 0.6 ounces. It's 1.95 inches tall, 1.57 inches wide, and just a hair under 1/4 inches thick. It'll open a bottle like nobody's business. It's super lightweight at about, half an ounce. It's kind of a cool little thing. And for us goofy EDC guys with our, flashlights and our knives and our backup knives and our backup flashlight and a pen with a backup pen, maybe. I should have zoomed out because you missed some of that. But a pen, a backup pen, or a different pen for different days of the week. Like, we're into all these goofy, somewhat silly at times, EDC items. I think this is kind of a cool one to add to it. And I love supporting Edison. I've had this maybe a year-ish, maybe I don't know, a little over a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know. Time flies during COVID, right? But Edison is one of the coolest guys I've ever talked to, one of the coolest makers at the shows. A couple, 3 years ago, I was with a good friend of mine who has 5 or 10 Ryus. And we ended up going out to dinner with Edison and some other makers. And it was just a blast. At this last year's California Custom Knife Show, which is usually where I see Edison, I hung out at the table for like hours, just BSing, talking, told me all about the bearings and how he does them and all this super crazy technical stuff that was so interesting because he doesn't care. He just works hard, makes money, and makes awesome knives. And now, awesome knucks. And they run a great Facebook group. There's about 2,000 people. And they're just a joy. I have conversations with them on the side. His wife is great. I love the product and I love the guy. So to me, that's a win. When I am buying products, yeah, the product should be cool. But the people behind the product is really what sells it for me when I'm buying custom knives and high-end stuff. Like Jason over at VC Edge, great guy to work with. I've spent a lot of time talking to him about this guy. Ed over at Red Horse Knife Works, awesome guy. We've talked a lot about my upcoming build and just back and forth. He's helped support the channel. He's helped a little bit here and there. And again, that doesn't mean I praise you just because you help my channel, but I think you guys know me by now. I'm really just an average guy that likes to talk about cool stuff. And sometimes I talk about not cool stuff, but whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I guess my point is this is pretty cool little doodad. I don't even know what they cost. I don't even think they're selling them because I don't know if there's a price. They've given them away. They've done some like Father's Day giveaways and things like that. And they're just super into the community by doing stuff. Sure, they want to make money, but they know that they can't make enough knives to make everybody happy because there's a list and you got to wait and there's lottos and auctions and the stuff goes for crazy amounts. So they're engaged anyway with the community, building a sub-community within the knife community that's all about the Shark Tank. That's why they came up with these coins, and you had to earn your coin by being an active participant in the Facebook group. And it comes with some perks. You get discounts, you get early access to lottos, things like that. But they didn't just hand them out to everybody. You couldn't buy them. You had to be an active participant in the group. And then Mariella went through, and that's another thing she does, is she'll just do a random giveaway or a random lotto for active people in the group. So she'll scroll through and say, oh, these 10 people were super active in the last 30 days. So let's do a lotto of a knife. And only those 10 people can get the opportunity to buy that knife. So they just do some cool stuff, which I really like. They are in Florida. I don't remember exactly where, but go check them out. I will try to put a link to their Facebook group down below so you can go check them out that way. And go check out the video of the Ryu right up here.